Greetings to the citizens of the world on the occasion of International Yoga Day. 21st of June every year is celebrated as International Day of Yoga. This is approved by UN General Assembly. Shortly after assuming office in 2014, the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, he was addressing the UN General Assembly and requested the General Assembly to adopt a resolution to declare International Day of Yoga.
जब हम क्लाइमेट चेंज की बात करते हैं,
When we talk of climate change,
हम होलिस्टिक हेल्थ केयर की बात
we
करते हैं,
talk about holistic health care.
हम प्रकृति के
We
साथ
talk
जुड़ने की बात
about
करते हैं,
connecting with
हम
nature.
जब बैक टू बेसिक
And
की
when we
बात
talk
करते हैं,
about back to basics,
तब मैं
at that
उस
time,
विषय पर आज विशेष रूप से आपसे
today I would
एक
like
बात
to
कहना चाहता
talk
हूं।
about it
योग
specifically.
हमारी पुरातन
That
पारंपरिक
yoga
अमूल्य देन है।
is a invaluable
योग,
contribution
मन
of our
व शरीर,
country, of our
विचार
tradition.
व कर्म,
Yoga,
संयम
our heart, our
व उपलब्धि
body,
की,
our ideology,
एकात्मता
our
का
actions,
तथा मानव
everything
व
is a
प्रकृति के
part
बीच
of our country.
सामंजस्य का
And in order
मूर्त
to,
रूप है।
it's important that
ये
we have
स्वास्थ्य
a coordination
व कल्याण का
between all these.
समग्र दृष्टिकोण
And
है।
this is an important
योग
perspective for our
केवल
health
व्यायाम
and for our
केवल
welfare.
व्यायाम भर न होकर
Yoga
अपने
should
आप
not be
से
just an exercise
तथा
for us,
विश्व
but
व प्रकृति के साथ
it should be
तादात्म्य को प्राप्त करने का
a means
माध्यम है।
to get
यह हमारी
connected
जीवन शैली
with the
में
world and with
परिवर्तन
nature.
लाकर
And it
तथा
should
हम
bring
में
a change
जागरूकता
in our lifestyle
उत्पन्न करके
and create awareness
जलवायु
in us.
परिवर्तन से लड़ने
And
में
it can
सहायक
help
हो सकता है।
in
आइए
fighting
एक
against the climate
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय
change.
योग दिवस को
Let's come
आरंभ करने की
together
दिशा में
and
कार्य
work
करें।
towards International Yoga
अंततः
Day.
So it started, the first International Day of Yoga started in the year 2015, and now on the coming 21st June, it will be 10th International Day of Yoga. So why yoga and why it was propounded and why it was requested the UN General Assembly to adopt it and why UN General Assembly adopted it? Yoga is something which is extremely useful to human body, mind and soul. It makes us strong mentally, physically, as well as spiritually. This is a science which was developed by the saints and sages of India, and it was passed from generations to generations. Bhagavad Gita tells about different methods of Gita, separate methods of yoga. It talks about Jnana Yoga. It talks about Karma Yoga. It talks about Dhyana Yoga also, which is meditation. So today we will be talking about all this, but more about meditative yoga that we will be talking about. And this meditative yoga was initially, it is said, it was initially given to the world by Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He says that in his previous incarnations, he gave it to, say, Vivaswan, and Vivaswan gave it to Ikshvaku, and thereafter Ikshvaku gave it to Manu. And thereafter it was lost for a long time, or rather maybe lost with the sages and saints, but it was not codified. And it was a type of forgotten. Much later, it was revived by one great saint of India, Mahavatar Babaji, and he gave it to his chief disciple, Lahiri Mahasaya, and Lahiri Mahasaya took permission of Mahavatar Babaji for sharing it with the world, rather for sharing with the householders, because earlier it was proscribed for being given to householders. And that is why, because of their benediction, we get it, this Jnana Yoga. I also wish to add here that in ancient times, sage Patanjali codified yoga, and he wrote a book by name Yoga Sutra, and in Yoga Sutra he talks about eightfold path of yoga, and the eightfold paths are, and they are gradual paths, they are known as Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dhyan, Dharan, and Samadhi. Samadhi is the ultimate stage and final state, where the union of, or rather unison of, soul with the Supreme Soul. That is the state of Samadhi. So, but when we celebrate the International Day of Yoga, we are basically doing pranayam. And this pranayam is something which is linked to, which is a type of exercise. But how it is different from exercise, that we can understand. Assuming I have my hands like this, and if I pull it apart with a jerk, then it is not yoga. But if I do it slowly, it will go as a yoga. Even if I can do in a standing posture, I can do in a different posture, but slow, gradual process is a yoga which strengthens different parts of the body. And if it is linked to breathing also, then it helps in decarbonizing the body. And decarbonizing the body is something which is useful for body and which a type of detoxes our body. So you will be seeing that all over the world, this will be celebrated, especially in India and at various places, in Indian high commissions and consulates all over the world, and maybe at very different places all over the world. But this is something which everybody in the world should adopt for their physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. This is a great gift, or I will use the word not gift, I'll say it is a great benediction. It is a great blessings of our ancient sages and seers of India who have got a world view, who do not have got a narrow view, who want to, and who have the view of Vasudev Kutumbakam, who want to help the whole of world, and through that we can achieve much better place in the world by way of global peace and brotherhood. So with these words, I will request my viewers that on 21st June, you also join. All of them should join. Even if they are at home, they can sit across their TVs and they can see how it is being celebrated, how it is being done, and they can replicate at their houses and they can take it as a part of their well-being for their own physical, mental, and spiritual betterment and upliftment. With these words, I commend this International Day of Yoga for betterment of the world to all the citizens of the world. I use the word citizens of the world. Thanks a lot.